Welcome back to this setup that I have going on here. Welcome back to my room, my girlfriend's room, my room, both of our rooms. Welcome back. How many times am I going to say room? I do not know. But welcome back to another YouTube video on this YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great today. I am doing great. It's almost Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. And then I have a 3-day weekend, so I'm going to film another video probably sometime this weekend as well. So I've been trying to get a lot of content going out for you guys, and the most days waiting was 7 days. I'm hoping to get like that to crunch down to 4 days so that we can have 4 days between each upload. I want you guys to have at least consistent content on not a weekly basis, but like kind of like 2 times a week kind of basis, if that makes any sense at all. Welcome to this YouTube channel. If you are new here, subscribe to Charoletteers today. We are on our way to 8K subscribers. Our goal this year is 10K subscribers. I know you guys can do it. You guys can do it. I believe in you guys. I believe in the people that this family will grow to 10K by the end of the year. So I'm putting it in the bucket now. I'm putting it in my heart that we will hit 10K by the end of the year. I'm going to be talking about my dysphoria because I feel like y'all should know about it. What do I get dysphoria every day? How does that work for me every single day? Because I know that in a trans life living as a transgender person is a little difficult, and it always filled with a bunch of mental issues, in my opinion. And it's always going to be like that. And I take that and I wear that with pride. You know what I mean? I don't see having dysphoria as a really bad thing. It's crazy because I'm going to say this right now. If I didn't have dysphoria, I wouldn't be trans. And I'd be living a boring guy life like I was living beforehand. And now I own this body, and now I am living the way I want to live, if that makes any sense at all. Dysphoria has saved my life. That's all I gotta say. I don't know how many people are gonna say, oh, well, dysphoria is so bad. I understand it's bad to some people, but to me, it was a good thing. And I always say this to people. If there was a pill tomorrow given to us, trans people, to take away our dysphoria and make us feel like normal guys or girls again, I wouldn't take it. I would not take it. And the reason why is because why do I want to live as someone I know right now I don't want to be? And even if I was comfortable, I feel like I'm living my truth now. Like, even if there was a pill to cure transgenderism or transness, I don't think I would ever want to take it. That's just the honest truth. I'm too happy being a girl, I'm too happy living my life, okay? So for a lot of you guys that don't know, I haven't really spoke a lot about my dysphoria, though I have been quite open about it in a lot of ways in some videos throughout the whole last couple of years of my transition. But I never really disclosed to you guys about how I feel on a normal basis. And I'm going to let you guys know about that right now. Not everybody that's trans can experience a super debilitating amount of dysphoria. Not everyone does. And that's just the truth. I've never really experienced a high amount of dysphoria. I think the thing that made my dysphoria come out the most was how I felt like people would feel about certain things about me. And I'll tell you guys what I mean by this here in a second, okay? Just bear with me. Dysphoria, I never felt like, oh my God, I can't live as a guy. It's horrible. But for some reason, the thing about my life, guys, is I've always felt like I had a purpose to be who I am. And I'll tell you guys what I mean now. My dysphoria is about my mission. It's not about who I was afraid of who I was. It was more so excited about who I was going to become. And that's why my mission, and I was so strong about transitioning, that it was so easy for me to make that decision, because I wasn't questioning just feelings about myself. I was more so about, oh my God, life is a mission. It's about point A to point B. What are you going to do in between? It's about your life. Your story is a book, and you live by that book, and you create the chapters. So in my opinion, the way I saw it was, if, I didn't have to sit there and feel like, oh my God, I hate puberty, and oh my God, I hate my voice, and oh my God, I hate this. And don't get me wrong, now that I am transitioning, my dysphoria kind of popped up a little bit, because now I want myself to be completed. Now I want my mission to go much further. I want to move forward in this journey, in this goal that I have for myself. So So that's why at this point, I'm living with a little bit of dysphoria. But when I first started and I first found out, everything made sense. My life made sense. My childhood made sense. Things that I did when I was a kid made sense. And it wasn't like an extreme sense. I never considered myself gay growing up, and I never considered myself like a girly guy. And people didn't see me as a gay guy either. Well, maybe they didn't. I don't know what they did. I just had little things that I did in the background of my mind and my life that I didn't know why. And then when I finally found out I was who I was, it made sense. So when I decided to make the change, it wasn't because, I saw a video from this YouTuber and she was talking about how she's trans and that motivated me to be trans. Don't get me wrong. It was great to see other people like me, but it wasn't something that made me want to transition. What made me want to transition was that life was about decisions, and it's about paths, and you take certain paths in your life. So if I didn't transition, what path would I have taken? But this time I knew right in front of my face where I was going to go and what I was going to do. So I made that decision right away, and I took the path that I knew was going to make me happy. I swear every time I film a YouTube video, it's like this. In other words, I wasn't driven by dysphoria to transition. I wasn't always going through a complication in my life of who I was to transition like a lot of trans people were. I was more driven by a mission, and I was more driven by who I felt like I should be, who I'm supposed to be, what made me more happier every single day. If that makes people feel like I'm not trans for that reason, go right ahead. It's up to you guys. It's your guys' deal. But no, I deal with, life-changing stuff now than I ever did when I was a guy. So what I'm trying to say is I still go through the same journeys as a lot of trans people do, because in the end of the day, I'm trans. I'm transitioning from one gender to another, whether it's spiritually, physically, mentally, whatever. I'm still changing from one lifestyle to another. So I'm transitioning. But it was this mission that I had to feel like I needed to make. It was this future I had to make for myself. Like, what did I see myself as? And everything came so natural, and it's the most insane thing in the world. I didn't sit there and just like one day, I gotta try talking a little higher. And maybe at first I did, and it sounded really, really bad, but for some reason, the more that I talked like this, the more fluent and better it sounded without even trying. So, and my body changed. And everything I do, like putting makeup on and wearing dresses. And I know a lot of people could sit there and say, well, that's not trans stuff. Trans stuff is more mental kind of stuff. But that's the same thing with me. You know what I mean? I do see myself as a feminine being, and that's what I want to be, which is why I transitioned. And I felt like I had a vision for who I was supposed to be forward, which is why I put the designs on my body like you guys always see. And people are always wondering, what's that for? Why are you doing this? Are you looking for attention? Are you trying to imitate another culture? And no, my entire life has always been like, what really makes me feel connected with life? What makes me feel connected with humanity and with nature? And it was, and not just that, what makes me connected with heritage, with connections to my past, to past lives. I've always felt like there was a deeper meaning to life than just you're born and you're dead. And I always feel like these missions that you get from the world are the missions of other people as well. But your mission is to help put something together in the puzzle of life, if that makes any sense at all. I'm probably going all over the place with you guys. I'm so sorry about that. I'm really bad at explaining things. But what I'm trying to say is my dysphoria has never been super bad. My dysphoria has always come from what do other people think about a certain situation. Obviously, my dysphoria blew up whenever I transitioned because I was always worried, do I pass? What's going on? Does people see me as trans? And those are the kind of dysphoric moments I get to this day. Sometimes is the anxiety, the wondering, the why. I recently just found out my girlfriend was pregnant. Now dysphoria is coming up about, now I have to come out to people to let people know that me and my girlfriend are having a kid. So people are probably wondering, well, how are you going to have a kid? Today, I literally had to go up to one of my coworkers, and admit to her that I wasn't pregnant because she thought the whole time I was pregnant. And it was really hard to come around that. So I finally did that. I finally came to my coworker and she put her finger. I was avoiding her all week. I'm not gonna lie. I was avoiding this person all week because I was so afraid to tell her I did not have the kid and it's not my kid. Well, it's not in my body. And today I did that. And she wasn't judgmental about anything. She was okay. She was cool. She was more upset that I didn't tell her anything. That was the truth. And to me, that's my dysphoria. My dysphoria is I can't carry my baby. Dysphoria is I can't be what a lot of society thinks is a woman or a mother or anything. A lot of people are going to probably associate me as a father and, oh, you're a father and you're going to be like that for the rest of your life. But my mission in life has always been this. Didn't know about it until I got older. But I had kind of like a little bit of certain small things that happened. Like, you know, peeing, sitting down. I know that's not much of a something that could say someone's trans, but I used to wake up touching myself like a girl randomly while I was like not even awake. I used to wear girls' panties underneath my clothes. I used to try makeup on sometimes. And in my head, I was never like, oh, I find guys attractive and I'm gay and that just makes sense because I'm gay and I like makeup and all that stuff. But I never had the connection. I always believed that I was living for everyone else. For the most part, I was living a life where I didn't know who I was. I kind of just knew I lost my mother. I live with an aunt and uncle. I make them happy. Everything's good. But live my life, get married, have kids. That's it. But now, ever since I transitioned, my life has felt more meaning. I feel my mother's spirit more than I ever felt before. I feel more attuned with my inner being, with the core of myself. Like, have you ever just felt like you were living, like, just to the beat of the world and versus living to your own beat, to the core of your heart and your soul? If you feel that way, you understand. And that's exactly what I'm coming from, is I live to the beat of my core. And I know now more than ever that I am who I am. I am so happy now. And it's not because I'm a girl. It's because I'm who I'm supposed to be. Charlotte was the second person to join this body. The person before was a guy named Steven. Now it's Charlotte. I'm taking over this body. And I'm the spirit. And this is getting really deep. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. This is very deep. But what I'm trying to say is I don't get dysphoria from a lot of things. I'm really proud of who I am. But a lot of my dysphoria, of course, now because I want to complete myself. I feel as though as I need to complete this journey of transition when it comes to body changing, when it comes to seeing myself in the mirror and being, you know what, it's completed. That's what I want to be. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. If there's anything else, I will definitely make another part to this. And please let me know what you guys' stories are down below in the comment section below. It'd be great to hear your guys' stories and see how you guys are doing. I did make a last video of talking about coming out, so you better come out. That's what I said. And because a lot of it is because of living your purpose. And I made that video. So if you have not liked that video, go like it, go support it, go comment on it, go give your support, all that stuff. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, leave it a like. And if you guys can please subscribe to Charoletteers today. Y'all know what it is. Let's get to 10K subscribers. More so, let's get to 8K for now. Let's start off with 8K and then we'll go to 10K. And also, if you guys want to watch me play video games live on Twitch, twitch.tv/mamacharYT, you guys can see me play live on there. Also, if you guys want to follow all my social media links down below, it is great to keep in contact with me. I'm mostly active on Instagram and Snapchat. So always follow me on those social medias. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. And I hope you guys just enjoy yourself. I love you guys lots, like tater tots. I'm Mama Charlotte. You guys are my Charoletteers. You guys always will be. You guys will always be my family. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.